Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm back today to join in with Rach and Bella's Christmas collaboration for 2024. We're using kits that Rachel has put some freebies up in the Facebook group and on Ko-fi, but also I'm using some of the Nostalgic Noel and the add-on ephemera. And this is some of the papers of the backgrounds. Just beautiful. There's some larger prints and some smaller patterns. So I have been playing around and I've cut a few bits out like this and made some tags. But today, as my part of the collaboration, I'm doing belly bands. And I've got my book ready to show you what I've done. And we will make one together. This is an old Charles Dickens book, but this is going to be my Christmas journal. It's an altered book. I've ripped some pages out and then glued two together, and I'm working my way through it bit by bit. But this is the belly band that we're going to work on today. Now I've put this one right in the front of the journal. This is the very outside sleeve. Now this is held together with a magnetic strip there. Can you hear the click? I just thought it was one way of putting all the envelopes, closing them. Now this one's got 4 on, but the one I'm going to make has 3 on because the envelopes are larger. Now I did these envelopes on my We Are Memory Keepers board, but because a lot of people don't have one of those, I'm going to do them just by hand and folding. And under here I've got 2 envelopes, nothing in them as yet, but they just slot under the belly band. There's another one there. These are all from the kit. So, and instead of putting an individual fasten on each one, I just thought it would be easier just to have them all clipped down with a magnetic strip. So I'll just put that away. Now I've cut 3 pieces of the background papers, and these measure, I've cut them down to square because you're better starting off with a square. They're about 15.5 centimetres square, or just over 6 inches, 6 1/4. Now the easiest way I've found of doing this is just get a pencil. I'm sure you've all made envelopes. Corner to corner, just put your ruler and just put a little light pencil mark that way. And the same at this side. Just put the ruler at each corner and just make a little cross in the middle. Then on my graph paper here, I line the top corner up and I line the bottom corner up with that bolder line. Can you see there? And then I fold this corner to meet that, where those 2 lines cross, and just fold it and burnish it. And the same at this side, just so that they meet in the middle there, and burnish. Then I line this edge of the envelope up with that line so that it's straight, and I want to fold up about 1 centimetre, but the way I do it is just get my ruler on one of the lines and make sure I'm on the corresponding line at the bottom. Let's just move that up a bit, then you can see. So I'm just lining the edge of the envelope up with a line and putting my ruler on the same line, top and bottom. Pull it up, push it against my ruler, and then burnish it down. And do the same at the other end. Get it flush with one of the lines. Get your ruler and line the edge of your ruler up with a line top and bottom. Pull it up, burnish it against your ruler, and then burnish it down. Now you can just leave that and glue it down like that, but what I like to do is just cut into these corners. I'll just put a pencil line, that's the corner. I like to just round it off a little bit like that. So I get a nice sharp pair of scissors, and these are Tim Holtz snippers, and I just cut into the corner, and the same at that way. Just curve it round ever so slightly, so you get left with a bit like that. So do that on all 4 corners. And like so. In fact, these snippers are new and they're starting to stick a little bit. I must put a bit of maybe WD-40 on them just to help them. It's just the spring, I think, that's sticking together. Right, let's get rid of those bits, and I'm going to round the edges, corners rather, of my top piece and the bottom piece. Get some glue. So I'm going to rub that pencil mark out. Put my sides in, then fold one up, that's going to be the bottom. So I'm going to put glue along these edges and this edge. I just went offline there. Just wipe it away, and I'm going to go up this edge here. Hold that down, fold it up. Now, just to make sure I've gone right to the top here to catch it, I'm just going underneath a little bit there, like so. And then that one will go down like that. Okay, I've already made one. So these are going to go sort of on a diagonal with each other. So let's just do one more. So you need a pencil, line up your top corner with your bottom corner and put a faint line in the middle, and do the same with the other 2 diagonal corners. Like so. Then line up a corner at the top onto the darker line, and the same at the bottom here. Then fold the side in just to meet where those pencil lines cross, and again the same with that side. Then line your edge of your envelope with one of your lines, horizontal lines on your grid. Line your ruler edge up with the line, same top and bottom. Fold it up and just burnish against your ruler, and then fold it down and burnish, and do the same on the other side. Take that line and that one. It's just a little different way of making a belly band. And you can put some little bits of ephemera in each envelope, or you could put some little tiny journal cards in, or I often, when I'm selling a journal, I'll put the fussy cut ephemera in, and then the recipient can make the journal more their own. Instead of me sticking all the ephemera in, they can do it, and you know, where they want to put it. So they can make it feel as though they've had taken part in making the journal a little bit. So I'll just rub those 2 lines out. Fold the sides in. Put some glue along the edge there, and along that edge, and along these edges here, but not right to the top because it will stick out, and glue it down just to make sure you've got up to the top. Just gently bend it back a wee bit, and there we go. Make sure it's not stuck inside. Okay, like that. So we've got the 3 envelopes ready to stick together. So I'm going to do them. I need to see how deep my page is. So I don't want to stick it on a plain page because I want to leave that for journaling. So I'm going to stick it on a page that's writing. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, just bear with me while I get a piece of card. Right, what I've done, I've got a piece of brown card and I've cut it the same height as my page, which is 8 1/4 inches. So then I'm going to glue these envelopes onto the piece of brown card. Then it gives me an even edge to glue onto the page, like so. So to get them up and down zigzaggy. Okay, so get a rough edge. In fact, I'm going to use some different glue for this because this is taking a bit of time to come out. So let's put some glue on here. But you don't want it right to the edges because you'll be going over. Right, let's have a go at that one. Like so. That one looks okay. Like that. Then I'm going to put the lighter coloured one. Yeah, about there. And the same again, just glue on the back. You can always dot some more glue underneath if you need to. About there. Oops. And the same, if you have any glue on the back, I can always rub it off. And the same with this one. It seems funny doing Christmas stuff because I'm absolutely sweating here. We think we're starting with autumn here in Spain, and then we've got a lovely warm day today. Right, that's glued on there. There's a bit of glue here that's oozed out a wee bit, but I can just rub that off. That's the beauty of this. It's like a 3-in-1 glue. I can just rub it off with my fingers or with my eraser thing here. So I've got the envelopes that all open like that, and I'm going to glue the edges of this card just at the top and bottom onto the page, like so. Lovely. Put it roughly in the middle, and there we go. So that is that belly band sort of glued on there. Now what I'm going to do, in like this one, was I just folded a piece of card and just stuck the back side of it onto there. But what I was thinking of doing with this one, for something a bit different, I'm going to get a longer piece of this brown card and make it so that it'll go right round both pages. Yeah, so it'll go up this page, fold over, come down here, and we'll put a magnet on here. So I'll just get my bits together and I'll be back. Okay, what I've done is I've got a piece of card. This is 2 1/4 inches wide, and I've glued 2 pieces together just there to get the length. Now my page was 8 1/4 inches deep, so that's 21 centimetres. So I've put a fold in at 21. So on this side it's just going to be a plain belly band, and I'm going to glue it there. I can embellish that later with bits of ephemera from the kit, or put some lace on and words or whatever. So that's just going to be plain there, but I want to bring this over and decide where I'm going to cut it, put the magnet on. So I'm going to cut it about there so that it's over the envelope. I'll just put a little snip in there and put it on my guillotine, which is at the side of me. There's the snip. I couldn't find it then. So that'll be a nice straight cut. Let's see if I've got that right. Yeah. So, like that. So having this flap down over there, that'll keep the envelope flaps shut. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a piece of ephemera over there. Let's just see what we've got in the box here, cut out. I haven't cut it all out, but there is an awful lot of bits. It's a nice tiny little journal card there. Let's just see if that'll cover the join in my paper. You can't really see it. I know it's there because I can feel it. There's a little bit of edge sticking out there. In fact, I'm not going to do that just yet because I might actually put some lace down here. So what I'm going to do is glue my magnet on. Now where's my magnets? Little tiny magnets here. And I have to make sure that I split them up and get them stuck on the right way so that they attach. So I'll just put that one over there. It'll probably fly onto my ruler. Now I want some good glue for this, so I'm going to use this one again. Put a dot of glue on my, like that. Stick that down. Now what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape over it, and then I will stick a word or a piece of ephemera over the top if I can find the edge of my paper, which I can't. Okay, let's get a piece of sellotape just to stick over. I'm going to put some round it as well. Then that. Now I want a circle to put on here to put the magnet underneath as well. But I want to make sure that the magnets are strong enough to go through a piece of card. So let's, yeah, that's just, hear it click there. Right. So what I'm going to do is punch a circle out of this card. I've got a circle punch here. Just punch that. Put some glue on here. Make sure I've got the magnet the right way. So I'm putting it on there. Know it's the right way to stick to that magnet underneath. Turn it upside down and stick it on there. Put a blob of glue on the top of it and then glue this onto my envelope. But before I do that, I'm going to glue the belly band on to make sure we get the magnet in the right place. So I'm putting a strip of glue on the other side. Get it in the middle, roughly, of the page, and then press that down. So that will be a plain belly band on that side, and then this is going to come down, and I'm going to put this circle, I'm going to click the magnet there. Oop. And then I'm going to click that down. Just bear with me. I don't want it to stick onto the flap of my envelope. That's the only trouble. Which it has done. So I've just had to slide that from under the circle and make sure that circle is glued nicely down. And that's not in the right place. Bear with me. Oh, how annoying. Right, start again. Rub that bit of glue off. I'll just let it dry a little bit, then it'll rub off easier. Get the magnet again, stuck to that one. So I want it stuck to this card. I'm doing this the wrong way, I think. So that's ready to go. Oh, sticking everywhere. Just put my ruler on that. Right, I'm going to put a blob of glue on there. Stick that. Hopefully get the magnet stuck to my envelope underneath. Like so. And I've still not got it far enough down. It was stuck to the flap again. Right, stick the... Let's hope this is right this time. Not going quite to plan, was it? There we go. That's got it. Right, let's get rid of all the glue that was stuck by mistake there. There we are. I can stick an embellishment over there, or just leave it as it is. You can't really see it very much. And the envelope just goes down a little bit over it, but it still gets the magnet. Now I can stick some ephemera over there to hide that, and then that just sticks on there. The magnet does attach. Yeah, it does. So I'm going to look for some ephemera to decorate this up, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. Well, a minute. Okay, what I've done is I've cut a piece of the paper off the front page of the Nostalgic Noel backgrounds kit, and I've cut it just to fit over the brown card, but I've stuck some lace on the edge, so we've still got the belly band there, and that will fit obviously an envelope or journal cards in. See how it's just it's this bottom piece of the paper here. I just thought one way of using it up. So over the page I've put the lace straight down as well. I just need to trim that little bit off at the bottom. Then I've put that little journal card that I got out before, stuck that down, and also I've dragged out one of the pockets from the kit, and I'm going to put that there. Just glue it at the edge and the bottom, and I'm going to put a little tag in there. Just thought that was a bit novel. There's a bit of glue hanging off there. This is from the kit as well, the pocket. So I'm going to stick that on, try and get it in the middle. Just glue down the sides and at the bottom. Now I won't put the tag in just yet. So you've got 3 little envelopes for putting stuff in. There. Oh, that's caught a bit of glue there. There. And there. You've got your little magnet under here, so that all closes down. This, oh, I need to glue something over there, hide that magnet. That holds down with the magnet. Then I've got one of the little tags, and that can just slot in there. So that's my belly band, and as it's turned out into a double belly band. So I'm quite pleased with that, and it's hard to go wrong with these beautiful papers from the kits. So Rachel has got a good discount on these kits as well. The links to her Ko-fi shop are in the description box down below, and I shall see you next time. And join in and go and have a look at all the other creations. There's some amazing ones through the month of November. I was going to say July then. Where did that come from? So I shall see you next time. Bye.